Hey everybody, it's Coach Abby, founder and part owner of NoBe Fit. I am also not this tall. I'm standing on a red mat to even out the height of this poster and myself. So if you know me well and you're wondering how my elbow is resting on the top dumbbells, that's why. But anyways, so as some of you probably know, we just surpassed our 5th-year anniversary, or we always keep saying it's the gym's birthday. So welcome to the NoBe Fit 5-year anniversary video, I guess. Doesn't have to have a title, but here we go. So for those of you that don't know, there's going to be some photos scrolling across the screen, probably right now, of what the gym looked like prior to looking like what it looks like now. Before it was this open warehouse space with the beautiful blue wall and all of those things. It was these interesting little cubicles with really nice green carpet, and so when we found the space, that's kind of what it looked like, and went through the whole entire renovation process to get everything ready to open. Now we opened in April of 2018. So that whole process took, I don't know, like November 2017 through April of 2018. And, some of you were in the space before we even opened, and that's kind of what the gym looked like and where we started. And it has been rearranged. I can't even tell you how many times over the last 5 years to kind of get it to its final, well, not final, definitely not final. It'll be rearranged again, don't worry. But I rearranged probably like once a month for a solid 2 years just to get the flow right, and just all those constant readjustments and adaptations and all of those kinds of things. Those little changes over time are kind of a consistent part of the entire process, I guess, of starting from where the gym was. And I would say that's kind of like a consistent theme that I'll revisit throughout this video. But in the past, when it started, it was just me and also Jason. Shout out Jason if you are watching this. Thank you for being the best and helping me survive opening this gym. And I was only coach that had clients, coached almost all the floor times. Shout out Jason. And it was a pretty fun and unique experience for me. It was, I never really thought about it twice. It just felt like exactly what I wanted to be doing and exactly what I needed to do to kind of get the business to where I wanted it to be, and which is, kind of looks like what it looks like now. Definitely surprised in a lot of ways, I guess, of where we've gotten to, and is surprised in a good way. There are so many things that I couldn't have even thought of just gaining experience through, or I definitely didn't really think about that I would be working with so many of my great friends, some of my best friends, and also have a business partner who moved here, well, now business partner, then coach, who chose to move here from Texas to work here. So yeah, it's just all been really fun and enjoying. Of course there's challenges and things like that, but just really enjoying the evolution and those small changes, small adaptations, learning, growing, all of those kinds of things along the way, all while staying as authentic to the core of who we are and what we do, and I guess who I am as a person as well, because I started it. So continuing to move in a direction that also feels good to me as a person, and then being surrounded by people who believe in the same things, are their own unique individuals, and also want to go in the same direction is very cool and super fun. really rewarding. So I guess that's kind of a little bit about the present time of where we are now. But there's been so many, it's so different now. Like, it's so the same, but it's so different than whenever it was just me on the floor most of the time and just clients that I coached, to now. And I'm sure if you have been here all along the way, like, thank you for embracing all of those changes and all of the changes that have happened, and all for the continued forward movement of the facility, the growth of the community, the growth of our coaching staff, all of those kinds of things. Like, thanks for doing all that with me. Like, that's pretty cool. And I think about that all the time. I'm like, man, I'm not the only one that had to kind of change, not necessarily change who I am or anything like that, but just adapt to all these changes over time. It's, the anyone that has been here with me, whether on and off or for the whole entire 5 years, you've been a part of that as well. So, just thanks for being part of that. And I am excited to continue to do that with you. And of course, always wanting to serve you in the best way for you. Even as my role changes, my time in the gym changes, I have to get used to that. I don't have to be here as much. It's kind of weird, but kind of nice. But yeah, I don't know. It's really cool. I really enjoy the process of figuring all that stuff out, gaining the new experiences that I've never had before, all of those kinds of things. So I guess this is kind of turning a little bit about me, so we can readjust here. But so, where we currently are is such a fun place because we're figuring out how to grow a staff, grow a community, and stay true to the things that, the reasons and the purpose behind why I started the gym, which really was to create a place where people could feel comfortable being themselves and partake in fitness at the same time. And also to build a staff of coaches who could do the same thing. They could learn how to do, what I have been doing for all this time, but also just be themselves and be able to coach in an authentic way. I think that's really important because, if you're not coaching from an authentic place, then you won't ever connect with or find the people that you resonate really well with from a coaching standpoint. So I think that authenticity aspect of it is really important all the way around. So, and that's something that I really wanted to do from the very start, was grow this place to the point where, it wasn't just me. I loved that time, but that couldn't be my forever. So, growing it to the point where potentially we have multiple gyms, potentially we have multiple gyms in different parts of the country. So, those are kind of future plans and thoughts and things that we are slowly working towards, problem solving for, developing processes that never really had to be there because, I don't know, it's just how I did it. So, but they were all processes in themselves. So, figuring out how to put those things into tangible ways that we do things at NoBe, and all those kinds of things is super fun. So I really enjoy that process, and I especially enjoy doing that with other people, and having a team of coaches to do that with, and now another owner, and Logan, shout out. But yeah, it's just really cool. Yeah, and getting to work with people that I am really close to and feel like are great friends, and it's pretty sweet. That's kind of part of exactly what I envisioned and what I wanted it to feel like and what I wanted it to look like. So it's pretty neat that it's here, I guess. So anyway, I guess for this year we created this poster, this theme for the entire year. So the connection through curiosity, and the whole point behind that really is to introduce more of the world to what we do, and also create opportunities for other people to be curious about what we do, to stay curious as coaches, for me to stay curious as a manager, as a boss, as, a gym owner, as a coach, all these kinds of things, and, really take that top-down approach of, if I'm embracing that theme and Logan's embracing that theme, then the rest of the community, from the coaches to the clients and everybody, is going to be more likely to embrace that theme. So I hope that you embrace that with us. And if you're not here, maybe you can still do it too. It's okay. But anyways, so future of NoBe Fit is looking like getting this facility to the point where it can run like really well and build a staff of coaches who are going to be awesome and really good at what they do. So the future of NoBe Fit is, it's a little bit like, where do we go from here and how do we get there? So it's, how do we get to the point where we can really scale and reach more people? How can we continue to develop our coaches in a positive way that positively impacts more people? How can we get the second facility? How can we get the third facility? All of those kinds of things. And also just being open and being curious to what is the right solution, because there's so many ways to get to a certain place and there's so many possibilities that it's sometimes a little bit limiting to have such a narrow objective, I guess, of like, it has to be 3 facilities, it has to be this, it has to be that. Like, okay, it could be, but what does that feel like? What does that feel like for the people who come here? What does that, those are the things that are most important to me, is that it continues to have the same feel, it continues to be as fulfilling, it continues to feel really good for the people that come here. So never those lofty goals for the sake of or at the expense of the people that come here, and the people who we are currently coaching and things like that. So anyways, I don't even know. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and I have said enough, I think. Probably can tell by the smile on my face just how excited I am about all of this and to be here. It's really cool, and oh no, I'm gonna make myself cry. Okay, definitely about to cry. Okay, so just thanks for being here. Thank you for making all of this possible, for being a part of it, for being a part of the journey, for supporting me, for supporting Logan, for supporting Dennis, for supporting Dana, for supporting Jeff, for supporting Claire, now for supporting Joe, for supporting Veronica. Like, all of these coaches who really are interested in understanding how to work with people in fitness and work with people in a way that really meets them where they are, and just making it possible for us to be able to teach other coaches how to do all of those things and support their passions and support their goals. And also, thanks for letting us support your goals and for the opportunity to know you, the opportunity to be here with you. For trusting us for literally everything. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Thanks. It's been a great 5 years, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the next 5 years looks like and where we're at year 10 and all the possibilities that lie ahead. Definitely gonna cry thinking about it. So before I do that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thanks for being here, and also thanks for being you. All right, bye everybody.